Well, it's about that time again. Back on the claim, time to drain the swamp. I can't talk today, apparently. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the channel. We are draining this here claim and getting back to digging, hopefully. There's all of our buckets ready to go. I think everything else is pretty much ready. This is already on. We just have to do one of those. Then we can go watch the water go down. We can turn everything else on, and well, we can get back to work after that. So we'll go ahead and flip this stuff on as we're walking this way. Oh yeah, look at that! Look how quick that's going. Man, we gotta get around here. Gotta get around for sure. There we go. Oh, I forgot my buckets. We gotta go back and get the buckets. I forgot them. Grab those. Bob, what's going on, buddy? Sky, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Gonna need these. There we go. We just gotta get to turn this on. Right now, it's not looking promising, I guess. Let's see. Drop those there. Take one out. There we go. I'm trying not to go too deep. I'm just waiting to hit the button. There we go. I don't know if that actually works or not. We'll see if it works while it's underwater. There we go. Oh man, we're at a weird angle here. But let's try. Turn my controller on. Oh, hang on. Connection. Words are very hard for Deuce today. Always. Always. They're always difficult. Oh, I can actually see from here too. Let's just do this. Do it. Let's do it from here, I guess. Let's try it like this anyway. This is a really weird angle. I didn't realize we were on such an incline or decline or whatever else. Work from here today. This should be interesting. Yeah, I know who you are. I know who you are. Yeah, everybody else may not, but I know who you are. What you don't know is I remember pushing you around your driveway on a little bike when you were probably 1. Oh, full. Dang, I always forget that. We dropped about half that dirt. That was weird. Hadn't done that yet. Normally it's been holding up pretty well. So we haven't been dropping a whole lot. What's up, Derek? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Don't know if we've moved far enough forward to grab all of that or not. We're going to try. Get some out of the way anyway. Nice. Moving the whole excavator forward. We're still dropping dirt for some reason. Seems odd. They hadn't been doing that a whole lot. Oh, we got this. Got the dirt behind us over here. It's holding us off. I can't turn real well. Sometimes anyway. Let's see. Chicken Chow, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, we're hanging right here. The dirt behind us. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, Scott, I know. Yeah, did you ever get you a, did you ever find a computer? Did you ever get you any parts? You ever find one you wanted? I mean, honestly, a computer's fine, but you know, it's consoles. Get a new Xbox or PlayStation. You ain't gotta get a PC. Although you get a lot more options for games on Steam, so. Thought I'd check out something other than farming. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Farming Simulator, right? Nothing wrong with it at all. But digging some dirt is a lot of fun too. So we can't turn anymore. There we go. We're going to have to move a little bit here in a minute, probably, just to be able to get to... Let's see, let's go ahead and pull forward a little bit. I want to see if I can get to this up here. Gotta get that out of the way. Well, if we're dropping it or not, hopefully not. Felt like we were. And we kept most of it in there. But we definitely are not turning now, are we? Moving us around quite a bit, but we made it anyway. Yeah, so the back of the excavator is hitting the dirt right here behind us. We are on a pretty steep hill. Yeah, this right here is what we're hitting. Let's see if we can... As close as I can get to my hill there. Let's see if that'll do it. Maybe it will. Well, that's all we needed, just to click. Oh, it's still got a little hang up. That's okay though. I think we can make that work for now. PC Nation, baby. Bob said, yeah. Bob's a big believer in the PC. Again, there's so many more games you can get just because you can download just, you know, free games or whatever on Steam. So pretty cool, I guess. You got a PS5? Did you get that instead of the computer, or did you already have one? I don't remember. Remember if you said you already had one when we talked about it or not. I mean, honestly, you know, regardless of what Bob thinks, there's nothing wrong with getting a console and playing on it. They call that digging a shelf. Is that what that is? Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing that exactly. Although I didn't know it. I did not know that, but that's what I was doing. We go. Stretch over as far as we can get here. I'll probably end up moving that way slightly because we can still reach this, I think. Like, this is really close to us, actually. I'm having to come way in to dump dirt, so... Oh, bucket's full. Get out. Get out. I hit the button on my controller that swaps vehicles, and it wouldn't let me jump out then. Come on, get up. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Just a little bit. If I could get that little bit right there out. I mean, really, we're sitting pretty close to the edge. We could back up some too. I think the engine sound's gone. Anybody else get that? Like it is. Maybe it's on me. I don't know. Maybe it's just my hearing. I really hope the keys give you a dev for Gold Mine Sim 2. I mean, if they don't, that's, you know, like, I don't go out asking for keys and that kind of stuff. But if they gave me one, I wouldn't be mad about it. But if they don't give me one, I'm not gonna be upset about it either. Like, it'd be pretty awesome, but at the same time, you know, I don't expect it. I don't want any special treatment. I don't expect special treatment. If they want it just to show it off, I'm happy to do it. But I like playing the game for the first time when it comes out. Yeah, I don't hear it either. It's weird. With everybody else, I like to be able to play the game the same day everybody else can. You know, like the devs from Cowboy Life Simulator gave me a key, and I appreciate it. So. I'm not going to turn it down. I'm not going to say no, but I don't expect it, I guess I should say. You got a 165 hertz monitor? I mean, for a PS5, is that like the high side of the PS5? Is that right? I think mine's a 144, or what? Yeah, it's a 144 hertz. And like, 98% of the games I play are like 30 FPS at best. Or 60, you know, it says it's running 60, but this game like a lot of the low games or whatever that I play, like indie dev games or whatever, I don't typically get to run those super high frame rate or anything. So realistically, like, unless I'm playing Rocket League or Trials, I don't really notice the 120 hertz or 144 hertz or whatever it is. But I can see where, you know, if games are optimized for PlayStation and that's what it runs, then it's fine, you know. Seen some of their videos, it looks amazing. Oh yeah, Goldmine Sim 2 looks fantastic. If you want to watch the trailer reveal or whatever it is, the trailer for Goldmine Sim 2, there's a link in the description for Code Horizon's YouTube channel. And you can go check out the full, like, trailer for it. Really can't believe how quickly this place drained either. Like, I thought it was going to take longer than that to get all the way down to the bottom. We're pretty deep right now. I mean, the water was up here. Water was right there, right on top of the thing. All right, let's change views here. Go. Give us a different look, that's all. I want to make sure I've got as much up here as I can get anyway. Full. I keep doing that. I keep doing that for some reason. I don't know why. Not paying attention as normal. We'll wait. Fine. We'll wait. I'll wait on it. Yeah, I don't blame your mom and grandma getting you just a PS5 or an Xbox. It's honestly the better option, unless you've got some decent knowledge of computers, if you're going to build one especially. And buying a pre-ordered or pre-made one is fine, but you're going to get some components that are not, they're not all going to be top tier unless you spend some really, you know, some money on them. So yeah, I'm willing to bet you're just as happy with it as you would be like a starter PC. What are you playing on it, Scott? What are you playing the most? I think last stream I said we were going to do a clean out, but honestly, there's not really a reason to do a clean out at the moment. We don't need the money. Not yet. We will. Playing Roadcraft. Nice. Roadcraft's a fun one. I did one video on that, I think. One stream, and people didn't really seem to... Nobody was really tuned into it. Even on, like, views afterwards, it didn't do really well. So I was like, alright. It's a great game, though. A lot of fun. Yeah, Roadcraft's a lot of fun. Construction Simulator is another one of those that's a lot of fun. It's really good. If you like Roadcraft, Construction Sim is still putting out content, too. So. Big chunks of dirt just sitting there. That was weird. What was that? I'm hoping that... That'll get it? That got it. I'm hoping Goldmine Sim 2 has workers that can drive dump trucks, and it's not all multiplayer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. It may end up being pretty close to what we got now, but added multiplayer. You know what I mean? Like, it may end up being one of those situations. It would not surprise me. I'm going to move this hose, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. I'm just going to go ahead and move it over to this side. Also, could you imagine rolling a hose this size up by hand? How horrible would that be to try? Yeah, I'm with Jeremy though. It would be nice if they would do something like Farm Sim, right? Where you can have workers AI do things like the routing and stuff is already there. I don't know how that would work. I guess you'd have to have your dump truck in a certain place though, Jeremy. You know, like I feel like you'd have to have a certain place you park the dump truck and then a certain place that it dumps to, and have like a pre-made path so that they could tie the. Did I turn that back on? I did. The engine sound on my. Yeah, so the engine sound on the water trailer, the mobile water trailer, whatever it's called. It's got a little pump on it. It doesn't make noise either. Now this is not making noise. I did something one time and it worked again. I'm not real sure what. I've had it do this before, but it was a long time ago. You got all the maps. You got all the maps and all the DLCs for it. I bet that's fun. I only did like the first map on it. It was still pretty fun. I mean, honestly. But yeah, if you want something else that's very construction based, Construction Simulator is actually a really good game. I spent a while playing that one. And then when Goldmine Sim 2 comes out, I recommend that too, because it's going to be totally different than this one. It may not have like the Farm Sim style AI, but you know, it'll still be a lot of fun. And just judging by the video. And I'm assuming they're planning on taking that to console. I don't know if they'll do it right away, but I figure since this one's on console, they might. Farm Sim 25 AI workers aren't as bad as they used to be. No, I think they did a lot. I think they did a lot of improvements with kind of the built-in. It's not really course play, right? But you can tell your workers to do different things, like built into the game now. And I feel like they did a good job of kind of implementing that. It could have went south quick. Construction Sim on PS5 plays good now that they fixed most of the bugs. See, I didn't even know about that. I know I had bugs on PC, but like mainly it was like the wheel loader getting stuck in the dirt out of nowhere. You know, had that happen several times, and I got tired of it. So, I mean, my biggest video is literally me digging a hole with the excavator and putting in the little water concrete things, the water system install or whatever. And I don't know why, but that video got 3.5 million views in November alone. It's a short. I'm not making any money off of it, if you're wondering. If you see shorts and people talk about shorts on YouTube, that video's got 20 million views, and I think I've made $15 off of it, and that's in 3 years or whatever it's been. So 4 years now, whatever it was. Yeah. Just because it's got a ton of views does not mean you're making a ton of money. Shorts pay basically nothing on YouTube. Like, you got to be hitting like the 100 million view mark to make anything off of it, really. But it's good for discoverability. I've gotten a lot of subs off of it, so that's good. I really should be making more shorts. Like, I should take this and turn it into a short, really. I guess I could, actually. Ding. Oh, what does Mike want? PS5 was unplayable 6 months ago? Really? Oh, for 6 months. I thought I read that wrong. I read 6 months ago for some reason. Man, that's crazy. Like 6 months unplayable is a problem. Like 2 or 3 weeks while they're working it out. Yeah, I kind of get that. But holy crap, for 6 straight months? It's terrible. Hang on, I gotta see what this message is. Hang on, time out. I gotta mute my mic for a second. Okay, that's wild. Wild. I would have a hard time explaining what it is, but it's a foot brake for a BMX bike, basically. For people that run brakeless but still want to be able to stop, most of them just use their shoe and their back tire. And this guy made something so you don't have to do that. You don't have to burn your shoe out on the tire. That is crazy, though. Cool. Super cool. The PS4 version wasn't all that bad, but the PS5 version, okay. So it was just when it went to PS5 it was an issue. Got it, okay. Seemed like it could have been bad the whole way, but at least it was playable for a while anyway. So you knew how good the game could be, it just wasn't there yet, huh? Right, I'm gonna try to shift in that little shelf that we cut, as Bob explained to me a minute ago. We're gonna try to move that way just a touch here. Let me fold in. Don't know if we're gonna be able to do this or not. We're about to try. Gonna turn and back up. I'm leaving my camera view the same though, because I need to be able to stretch this out in a second to make sure we can get to it. Okay. See how far out we can actually go here. I mean, that's pretty much it right there. We could go out a little further. What I'm really trying to do is get over here to this. Don't know if that helped us out any or not. We'll close the thumb. Hopefully we can keep all of our dirt. I dropped most of it. Probably dropped it all, actually. I need to bring my light down here. That's something we got to get going too. 3%. That is not good. That is not good. Scott, if you're still around, tell your mom I said hi, by the way. I don't know if he's still around or not. Added 2 more inches of snow overnight, so y'all got 2.5 feet of snow now? That's insane, dude. That's a lot of snow. There's a lot. $500 hours in construction sim, 1K on it at this, 1K on this. Wow, yeah, that's good. This came on console, they didn't patch it for over a year till the new devs got it. Dude, I quit playing it even on PC for a long time because it was like it was dead. You know, they weren't doing anything to it or whatever. So when the new devs came along, man, I was so happy. Like finally back working on this game. Giving players something to actually strive for, new updates, new content. Like, I don't even care if it's paid DLC, like that's perfectly fine. Just give me some new content, you know. Already the most snow in like 6 years. Well, I mean, so to be fair, right, like you hear a lot from the, and I'm not, okay, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a conspiracy theorist. If you've watched my channel much, you know I kind of am, but I'm also pretty realistic about things, right? I know on average, the Earth has gone up like 0.5% in temperature. Okay, with that out of the way, a lot of experts have been saying for a while that the Earth is constantly warming and there's nothing we can do to change it. While there are some experts that have come out and said that we're actually, since we're just in a global, a solar maximum at the moment, it seems that way, but we're actually headed toward a cooling. So I don't know, because I'm not an expert. So I think there are cycles, and I think it's possible either way. So yeah, you guys getting the most snow in 6 years, Bob, to me is not surprising. I'm sure there are people out there that it surprises, but it doesn't surprise me at all. So, and again, I'm not saying I'm some, crazy anti-climate change person. I don't like people blocking traffic. I think they're idiots. But I do know that there are people out there that claim that we're headed toward a global cooler. So I don't know, but it's it's whatever. So if you're getting more snow now than you have in 6 years or a decade, then that's good, I guess. That means we're not going to burn to death in 5 years. We might. Who knows? But it doesn't seem like it. I just hate that it's so politicized. It's weaponized on a political scale, right? And that's the problem. For either side, for any side, it's all weaponized, and that's what I hate. The weather of the last 10 years has changed. I agree. Earth doesn't ice age every 100,000 years or more. I mean, for a lot of the, I'm using air quotes. You can't see it, but I'm using air quotes here. A lot of the cycles that happen every whatever amount of years, we're actually way overdue for. And that includes stuff like major solar flares. I mean, the ones that wrap the entire Earth. We're way overdue for one of those. And we're kind of in the middle of the solar maximum at the moment, so it still could happen in the next 2 years or so. If it doesn't, good. I don't want it to happen, because I don't know if you guys have ever read up on what happens if a solar flare actually blacks out our infrastructure. But if you survive the first 2 or 3 weeks, then you've got a chance of actually making it. That's how tough it's going to be. Like, I've actually read quite a bit on this. I've read a lot of books. I've read a lot of theories on it. It's not going to be a good thing if it happens. Let's just put it that way. It's not going to be everybody kumbaya, holding hands, building a campfire. It's going to be terrible. I wish I could say that it wasn't, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in humanity. So, mentally prepared for the worst, but hoping for the best, as they say. That kind of deal. But yeah, no, I agree. I think there's a lot of the cycles in the Earth that are just natural cycles in the Earth. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. This was the first year in a while that no major hurricanes made landfall in the U.S. So, things happen. The weather's weird. When I was in elementary school in the 70s and 80s, they said we were headed toward an ice age. Dude, I remember that in the 90s. Like, I was in school in the 90s, and I remember that. And then I remember hearing about the ozone. And while, yeah, they did get rid of a lot of chemicals that were known to cause, or they learned that were causing thin spots in the ozone layer. And that's good. I think at some point that may have caused some of the rising temperature as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it may just be correlation and not causation, but when we were here to start with, when I was in school, you know, we learned that, oh, there's cooling, blah, 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 and then we started learning about the ozone, then the hole in the ozone, and then how that was warming the earth and that kind of thing. And that honestly makes sense on a weird way, you know? The ozone scare talks, on all the new channels. Really? Again? We're doing this again? Like, the ozone has actually repaired itself. It's actually doing quite well these days. We're doing it again. No, come on. Let's not do it again. We don't need the ozone scare talk again. We've been through that. Look, Ross Perot's not around much anymore, okay? I remember 80s snowfall, and then the 2000s have been warmer. Now we're cooling back down, get more snow. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like living in North Mississippi, we got snow several times in the 90s. And then I don't remember, like I remember the ice storm of 93, 94, whatever it was. And then probably toward the late 90s, it was early 2000s. It was the early 2000s. We had a pretty tough snowstorm come through. Because I had my Toyota pickup at the time. And I remember going to work when I was in high school. Even if we were out of school, the grocery store was still open. I worked at the grocery store, and I would just lock in full drive and drive through the snow. You know, like. But since then, though, yeah, it's been pretty slim. You're right. It's been pretty slim down here in the South. I can't believe people are talking about the ozone layer again. Like, oh, back in the 80s and 90s. Oh, yeah. On all the news channels back in the 80s and 90s, the ozone. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can only report what you've been told by the experts, right? Like, I don't fault anybody, but also growing up is realizing that the news stations are doing it because it gets attention, not because it's true. And that's something that growing up taught me. Was as I got older, I started realizing that it's not necessarily true. It makes some money, you know. How far are we on the back end here? Come back a little bit more, probably. I don't know how much more. We'll hang out here for now. Fun. We'll just stretch out wherever we can stretch out here. Start cleaning this up toward the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny how as things change, people try to set it in stone using science, and the act of science is testing and discovery and questioning. You know, it's like you can't say for anything definitively that this is that or that is this as we learn new things. 94, 98, we got 2 feet of snow in Indiana, then nothing until 3 years, the last 3 years. Had snow in not 70s on Christmas. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's been unusually chilly here this year. The high today is like 42, and it's right now. We're at the high point today is 42. It's not the lowest it's ever been this date in December for us, but definitely not as warm as it has been the last 10 years probably. Like the last 2 or 3 years, man, we've had some good like Halloween days, some good Thanksgiving days, and then into December it's been pretty chilly. But man, there were years where it was like, 50s and 60s were like 9 a.m. in December. So and it didn't warm up much past that. But, it was just kind of a steady temperature. It was warm pretty much year round. But again, I'm not some climate denier. I just have my questions about whether or not it's actually cow farts. I'm sorry, it's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, cow farts. We've got several people in this community that work on cattle farms. I bet they would have a word about that. The year after we moved back from Michigan to Florida, 76, it snowed in our town in Florida. Yeah, you don't get that much. I mean, I think that's the point of the overall conversation, though, about that is like cycles, right? It's the Earth cycles. It does. Are there things that happen that cause the cycle to speed up? Yeah, for sure there are. You know, an asteroid hitting the Earth, for instance, would do a lot for that. See, going to Sunday school, I heard about the Great Flood, and to me, as a kid in Sunday school, that seemed like it was a whole different planet that happened to. But if you start reading about the Younger Dryas, you'll realize that it happened in about every society that had a written language. They all wrote about it. So, you know. Say what you want to about, you know, religion or whatever, but the Great Flood in the Bible, compare it to the other societies around the world at the time that had writings, it all dates back to pretty much the same time period. So, you know, whatever you take from that, I guess, take it. But there was definitely a great flood of some sort. And we were up to 109 ounces in gold. That is awesome. We've already beat the Hoffmans. We haven't even got started good yet. We're just on the flooded claim. I guess we can still see pretty well. I was going to actually go to sleep, but we're actually doing okay here on light. Just the light on the excavator works pretty well. Until it doesn't, I guess. In 2000, I moved to West Palm Beach, Florida. They got an inch of snow, shut down the whole state, moved back up north. Didn't like the 80s in winter? Yeah, I mean, it can be weird, but I quite like the I like the Mississippi, like the northern Mississippi weather, right? Because we get a couple of weeks of cold weather, but then it's like it's just chilly out most of the time for me. I mean, I still wear shorts. Like I was wearing shorts and like a really light hoodie, like a zip-up light hoodie, to the store earlier today. I like cold weather, so. But yeah, I saw a thing on X earlier, and it was somebody posted the year-over-year like temperature averages for today in December or whatever, and we are nowhere close anywhere in the country to the highs, like nowhere close. Even with that winter storm coming through, you would think there would be somewhere that would be close, but it's not. And a lot of those highs were set like 100 years ago or something. So. My uncle, he gets so mad, blames global warming on cow farms. I mean, or on cow farts. I mean, yeah, whatever. You know, I mean, you can blame it, I guess, but my genuine question to people is, you know, was it warmer when millions and millions of buffalo and cattle were roaming the states? Was it warmer then, or is it warmer now? there's less cows now than there were buffalo total. So, you know, even though there's millions of cattle, if you combine buffalo and cattle, there were more buffalo and cattle that roamed U.S. than there are cattle now. So, also dinosaurs. You can't tell me that dinosaurs didn't put out more gas. Like, no chance. He has a dairy farm in southern Minnesota? Oh, he gets mad when people blame it on cow farms. Oh, okay. Or cow farms in general. Yeah, okay, I thought you said that he said that. No, he gets mad when people blame it on it. Yeah, I mean, I think the sentiment is fine, right? Like, yeah, could we cut emissions to try to stabilize the Earth? Maybe, but it's the entire Earth we're talking about. We're not talking about just Canada or just the U.S., you know? Like, good luck with that, I guess. All I know is throwing more tax dollars at it doesn't seem to be helping. We tried that. That didn't work. Also, I'm not eating 3D printed meat. So, it's never going to happen. I'm also not eating bugs. Not going to happen either. Alright, which way was I turned here? I need to shift slightly. Other way. If I don't turn the correct way, I'll end up doing something silly here. Okay, we just need to turn a bit. I don't know if I can actually get to that from here, but we can try. Oh yeah. Still in good shape there. I should be able to reach a bit more of this. We did come back a few feet. How much though? Billions of bison running in the west till we went west, replaced all the bison with cows. Indian tribes still moves with the weather. They went south to warm. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like I try to think of it in simple terms. Again, it's fairly obvious I'm not a rocket scientist or an environmental scientist by any means, but like, if you just make the basic comparison and then you ask that question and nobody answers it, why isn't anybody answering the question? You know, nobody wants to answer the comparison. They followed the herds and didn't settle. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's weird. You know, it's like, do cows put out emissions? Yes. Are cows solely to blame for the global half-degree temperature rise? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it would be the case because, again, there were more animals on the planet at any given time in history. You can pick out a few different times, and they didn't cause it. I don't know. I think it's weird. First year we were in Florida, we got bikes, not sleds. I mean, I guess up north, Bob, you would always get sleds for winter, right? You know what my sled was when we had the 93, 94 ice storm, Bob? My sled was an old car hood and a lawnmower. That's what we did. That was a lot of fun. Playing this game and I can't get the story page across the road from the magnetite drop area. Can you help me? Is it the one between the... I'm trying to remember because I haven't picked it up yet in this playthrough. Is it the one between like the wall and the cars or whatever? Or is it behind the gate? I'm trying to remember where they're at over there. I remember one of them I had to crouch down for and like wiggle my way in. It was really kind of hard to get to. Somebody else may be able to answer that better. But like I remember having to crouch down and like kind of wiggle in to get to something over there. I don't remember if it was that or not. I think it was. That's right. Could be. A little backtrack. I'm gonna make a short out of this. I'm right here. I missed. I may go back and try to get all of that along the edge too. I'll just have to move my wash plant over that way more. The one on the north side of the spot you're talking about, it's a pain. You have to wiggle your way to get it there. There are 3 or 4 over that area. Yeah, I remember there being a few over there. I remember one of them being a really, really difficult task because you had to like squat and like wiggle back and forth and squeeze in or something. I don't remember exactly which point that was. That may be the one you're talking about though, Gizmo. Very likely that's the one. It's definitely gonna fill it up. I'm going. I mean, we may leave that. How much gold could actually be in that? You know? Like, I feel like we're getting way more gems out of these buckets than we are actual gold. So. Start clearing this out right here, I think. Now we have to wait. Yeah, I remember a few of these being really the story pages or whatever they're called. I remember a few of those being really difficult to get to. Behind a blue container, but I can't get behind it. Yeah, I don't remember. Gosh, I don't remember how I got to that one. I remember what you're talking about. I just don't remember how I got there. Anybody else have any useful tips on the blue container one? Like, I think that might have been the one I had to crouch and like move a lot to get over there to it. I mean, honestly, I just can't remember. It's been so long. I think I picked that one up in 2018 when I was playing it. So, and I haven't even tried it since. Watch a guy on this claim that I'm gonna set up the supercut area. Had to stop watching him. Wait on Deuce can do first. I mean, if he was done with this one already and moving on the super, I mean, since I play this, only play it twice a week. I know I'm behind everybody else, so I appreciate you guys, hanging with me till I get there. And I'm trying to. The reason I'm just still digging and not doing cleanouts or going to get my gold smelted and all that is one, because I want to do quite a few of these. And wait, what's happening? How come there's no gold going in the bucket? That seems to be a problem. Well, there we go. It is going in. The number just wasn't there for some reason. But yeah, I'm trying to get to that point. Like, I'm trying to get this claim cleaned out completely so I can get over there. Because that's going to be the real fun part. Buying the huge excavator, getting the tier 5 wash plant set up, or the tier 6 wash plant, whichever it is. Whatever the highest one is, it's not the orange beast. Yeah, I think it was just a glitch. Just a graphical glitch. It was going in. Crouch and jump the container and climb over it to get to it. Oh, that one, yeah. Yeah. I'm a one bucket at a time watcher, makes it more fun. I mean, that's the way I like to play. So yeah, I totally get that. Totally get that. And I know a lot of people have moved on to Out of Ore because there's so much more happening, but there's something about this game that it's easy enough for everybody to play and for everybody to understand that I just still like the simplicity of Gold Mining Simulator. Like, I know Out of Ore's got a lot more stuff going on. I realize that. If I wanna watch it though, I'll go watch Split in 2 Game because he's really good at it. Or Kerbo. Kerbo's been doing some of it too, and both those guys are really good with Out of Ore. But I just don't have the want to learn all of the crazy detailed stuff in Out of Ore. "46 years, I don't get in a hurry unless it's going to the bathroom." I understand. I understand. And if you haven't made it there yet, you will, and you'll understand. You'll understand one day too. Yeah, that may be the one I was thinking about. You have to like crouch and jump and do all kinds of weird stuff to get to it. Getting low on fuel here. The crazy thing is, this thing was completely full. We've run nearly an entire tank out of the big excavator, which is hard to do. Oh, I see the water plane down there. I don't know if I'm supposed to see that, but I do. If we're going to keep backing up here, we're going to clear some more of this out. How many more buckets do we have? 1, 2, we got about 3 more buckets left. We can still dig for a little bit here. We're just having to pause and wait quite a bit because we're doing short swings. It's, you know, we're waiting on the bucket instead of it waiting on us. Go up to this, get ready to change the bucket out. Matter of fact, just go ahead and just. Oh, I turned the lights off and then I heard the engine sound. I wonder if that's some kind of glitch there. Let's go grab our fuel trailer. Matter of fact, before we move it, we'll fill these 2 back up. Infinite fuel glitch. I love this. Why would you even want to connect that to the fuel tank? It's funny. And now we just got to try to get this around there. Likely going to be fun trying to get there. Oh, that's deep. I not realize. Oh, we're also running over. We're running over our fuel. I mean, our electrical and our water connections there. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted to get stuck on today. There we go. We're just gonna try to go all the way around. I think it'll be easier. Also, if you haven't played yet, there's a little cave right here. It's got 2 little sticks of dynamite in it. Might be worth your time. Whoa! That makes for an odd situation, doesn't it? It's just stuck now. I don't know what's happening. What are you doing, trailer? There we go. I think it was just stuck there. What was going on? I don't know if it'll reach. You can try it and see. Oh, it does. That's nice. It's gonna take a minute. I want to go ahead and fill back up though. I figure we're gonna use at least one more tank. I mean, I know we're getting close to the back of the claim here. Like, we're very close. But still, might as well. We still gotta build the bridge for this thing too. Alright, how much fuel do we have left? 9, 8. Yeah, we're going to go fill this thing back up again, too. Not going to quite fill this up. It gets close, though. Close enough that we probably won't have to fill it up again before we get off. Before we move to the next claim. And again, the next claim is, I think we're going to have to use the big excavator there. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea. And I don't want any spoilers. The only thing I know is just from the teaser pictures on Steam, I saw the multiple belt bucket line or whatever it's called setup. I saw that part. That's all I got though. Alright, the next time we need fuel in anything, we're gonna have to go get some more fuel. Yeah, we've carved out a good bit back here behind us. Yeah, I think cleaning this out right here now, that way we can back this on up, is probably gonna be the play. We got 2 more buckets to do it. I gotta turn this back on. I forgot. And all the way back up here for nothing. Maybe I can still, yeah. Still won't work for some reason. I don't know why. It's weird. The engine sounds just not working now. Get a little bit of the water playing again. Good. I mean, it goes deeper. That's better. That's better gold. And the way this works too, the drilling, the squares, the pockets of gold you hit, I never know because I'm just digging the whole claim out anyway. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I think the gold pit is an interesting thing because it's gonna be different, you know, be different than just digging the claim like we normally would. But we wasted some, I guess. We'll wait this time. Found the glory hole, Grandpa Hoffman, right? Oh, man, they just kept digging in that thing. And who was it? Dustin and Fred tried it after that. They couldn't even get to the bottom of it. I mean, there's no denying that there probably was some good gold down there if you could get to it, but getting to it was the hard part. Haven't seen it say you found a nugget yet. It said it a few times. It hadn't said it for a minute though. It's been a little while since it said it. I'm getting a few this time. Probably found 3 or 4 in the 9-ounce range this stream because I think I only had like 70 ounces of gold. So we've definitely found some. Not a full bucket, but it's going to work. Yeah, we definitely found a few nuggets. I think the last one probably was before I moved the second time, so it's been a little while here. That hole the Hoffmans are digging, they needed $1 million or more in equipment to get to the bottom. Man, I don't even know what it would have taken, honestly. I just know that what they were doing was not getting it. What they were working on was not doing it. And I'm gonna be honest, after they lost Dozier Dave, I think is when that went downhill for them. No, let me take that back. That was the final straw. When it started to go downhill was when they went to Ghana. That was an absolute mess. And I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Fred almost died a few times in the hole with all the water. He sure did. What I love though is I think they got whitewater, Gold Rush whitewater. I think they got that. Oh man, it's midnight already. We ran 2,000 yards of dirt, which is not bad for this little machine. It cost us 15 ounces of gold and $2,700 in rent lease for the excavator. All right, we got 2 more buckets. Probably should turn this back on before I go back up there. You know what's funny is when the Hoffmans were still on that claim, they brought Fred in to kind of be the overseer to make sure they were doing things right to get the gold, because the claim owner, of course, had a big stake in that. They made Fred out to look like the bad guy, or that's the impression I got anyway. And as soon as he started saying something, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Why are they blaming him? Like I immediately started agreeing with him. Like he may have supposed to have been the bad guy to the Hoffmans, but I think most people probably went, yeah, his way makes sense. Do it that way. They left guaranteed money to chase a pipe dream and never recovered. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Ghana was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Like, of all the people on the show, the one I expected to actually do really well has done it, and it was Parker. As far as TV personalities go, those are Dave. Definitely became the guy for that. Him and Freddie Dodge. Fred saved lives, made the money. Todd thought he knew everything. Couldn't pour water out of a bucket, to put it nicely. Yeah, I mean, there we go. There's a 15-ounce nugget. That's what I think we just hit a raw pocket of just dirt for a while there. Well, there's some more gold back here though. I just like how not everything is giving you gold, right? Like there are spots in the ground that has basically no gold in it, and there's some that are just full of it. So there was a 15-ounce nugget though. That's the biggest one I've seen. But yeah, I think Fred's advice probably saved them more than a few times, honestly. Dave and Fred are the, in my opinion, the heroes. You talking about Freddie Dodge or Fred Hurt? Dakota Fred. What's his name? Fred Hurt? Is that right? Fred? Whatever. Dakota Fred. You're talking about Freddie Dodge, right? Or Freddie. That is Freddie Dodge? Yeah, Dozer Dave? Yep. Now I don't remember his name. I think it's Freddie Dodge. And Dakota Fred. Yeah, Mr. Dodge. Yeah, Freddie Dodge. Yeah, him and Dave definitely. I think they brought something different to the show, but also something that Hoffman's desperately needed. Which one was money because Dozer Dave. Two because Freddie Dodge knew what he was talking about, and Dave knew how to dig deep holes. Right? I mean, that's what his family does. So. Having quarries and whatnot makes sense. But nobody wanted to listen to them. Nobody wanted to do their own thing. Yeah, in a show that was supposed to not have any villains, Todd Hoffman made himself a villain. Somehow, I don't know how that happened. The show was not even supposed to have villains, but he made himself a villain. Kind of funny, actually. One more time. Oof. That's deep enough. That would have sent us back home right there, I think. Dave had his own show, given the share of the family and his crew member that died actually made me cry. Dude, his show was good, man. Yeah, his show was good. The guy that was cleaning out gold, the old guy. I'm super happy to know that they ended up giving his wife his cut for the rest of the season. You know, I mean, that dude was out there chasing a dream, probably very little retirement. Jesse Goins, that's it. Angus, yep. Jesse Goins, yeah. That to me that was the right thing to do, but they probably had something in a contract somewhere too that they had to do it. But I have no doubt that Dave would have done that anyway. Dave seems like the kind of person that the old saying that I'd rather owe you all my life than beat you out of it. You know, Dave seems like that kind of guy. He's not going to try to beat you out of it. He's going to try to pay you one way or another at some point, you know. So I don't think he would have ever not given her Jesse's cut. That just doesn't seem like the kind of person he is. They found him the same way I found my dad, face up on the floor with a smile on his face because he met Jesus. I mean, you know, there are worse ways. There are definitely worse ways. Cocaine's hell of a drug. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not trying to get slapped with defamation or anything, but I just know that the story of Oh, the jet's been destroyed. Of course it has. Of course it has. Let's at least fill it up, I guess. There we go. Let the bucket just sit here, I guess. It's dark anyway. It's 1 a.m. I'm tired. We've been digging for several hours now. If we can drain that on down. What we got? We got 48%. Man, we only had 52% more to go in that bucket, or it would have been full. I want to see how deep this goes. We're going to keep going here. That's my flashlight. Yeah. Oh, that drops off again right there. Holy crap, this is about to get real deep. That should drain it completely out now. Definitely could have been eaten by a forage chipper. Seen many farmers die that way. Farming is a whole different monster too. People think, oh, they're just farmers. It's like you guys don't realize how many farmers die, or how many people that work on farms die in grain bins every year, much less anything else. Like, farming is dangerous, man. It's farmers don't get enough dang respect, if you ask me. I'm not a farmer, but the world owes them an apology. Honestly, because that's just crazy. All right, what do we need? We need the wrench. There we go. My mouse got off sideways there. All right. Guess we'll go. We need to fill up on fuel anyway. I guess we might as well clean our buckets out, see what kind of gold we get. Let's drive the truck down there, probably be easier. I'll back up to this later. And I don't think I need my water on up here. I think we're using the small one, right? Yeah, we're using the small one for this. Might as well take this one too, I guess. Be a heck of a lot faster than walking them all the way up there, which I did the last time. And since we got to go into town, I guess we'll smelt some gold. Hopefully we get a good bit more magnetite out of this, because I'd like to get at least one upgrade of something. Now let's remember not to overfill this thing this time. We can start letting that process. Is everything run to it already? I think it is. Yeah, we just need to turn our little water pump on here. There we go. Sweet. Guy was working for... My buddy was working for a guy that fell off the tractor. Leg went into the baler, and he bled out. Oh man, that's awful. Dude, that's awful. Oh, I mean, I understand the dangers, but that doesn't make it any less, you know, terrible. Like, it's still a terrible, terrible thing. Come on. Now we're just waiting again. Battery, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Grain bins are not playgrounds. No, not at all, man. I think that's, again, people just don't realize on farms one little move could cost you it all. Farmers don't get enough respect. He was checking something with the auger inside. The corn shifted and he was stuck and sinking. Oh, man. Terrible. Well, I guess I can be running this too, can't I? Yeah, I'll be running both of them. We'll need at least 2 more of these, probably. Something like that. Just gonna probably rip the side of it open, the excavator bucket, and let the grain spill out on the ground. I imagine there's... I mean, I wouldn't see there was a lot of choices there, right? Like, yeah, you about have to. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. This should be the last one there. It acts like quicksand, sure does. That's what I've always heard anyway. I don't know. Luckily, I've never been in one. But apparently that's what I've always heard anyways. It acts like quicksand. It just sucks you down. I mean, for the harness and stuff to work, you would already have to be wearing it, right? Like, I feel like, I know that it's probably not cheap, but I feel like any farmer that's got a big silo, you would almost want a vertical pull of some sort, and you wear a harness anytime you go in there, regardless, right? I don't think the government should I'm not saying the government should get involved and mandate it, but I think as the farmer yourself, you should want that. You should want to do that. Forgot to leave my bucket in there. All right, that's going to be about it. We'll take these back down here while we're waiting. We'll see it when it pops up anyway. Celtic Moon, how's it going? Good to see you. We'll end up with 41 ounces of gold and 29 carats of gems. That's $29,000, by the way. You're not keeping up. All right, let's go. Let's buy us a new part, I reckon. Let my controller start up. Should we go sleep? I think we should probably go sleep. Well, at least daylight anyway. I don't mind digging, but driving in the dark in this game is not as fun. Whoops. No one in the bins alone. No one goes to the bin without a harness, rope, radio. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, dude, there's nothing wrong with that rule. Again, I'm not much for government intervention, but I think the farmers should want that, you know. Our bins are only 3 to 4,000 bushel, really small, 10 to 15 foot. Yeah, dude, nobody should want that. You know, nobody should want you going in there alone. Oh, you know what I meant to grab was our magnetite. I forgot it. I got to drop back over there anyway. I was like, we're going to shut this off too. We shouldn't have to buy fuel for a while. This thing's on 98%. We got a full day out of that for 98%. Or for 2%, rather. We'll only use 2% a full day, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Come on, then. I thought I hit the start button. I kept missing it. Oh. There we go, the scooter magnetite. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing a gold clean out just yet, but since we got nothing else going on, we might as well. The water still hasn't filled back up completely, guys. That's how shallow it is. I mean, it's way down. I think at the beginning of the next stream, so next Monday, we'll try running. I don't think we can because the water comes out too quick, but I think we'll try running this guy to see if it'll pump that out. I think you probably have to use the pump house, just to be honest. But we could give it a shot. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll cost us a few minutes of time, and that's it. So I think we'll have a go at it next time. Yeah, there it comes. It's creeping back up. Taking its time doing it. Pickup truck wheel's been destroyed too. Oh my god. Gonna drive all the way into town with this thing. Another one? Both front wheels are shot. Don't you look at this. I mean shot. They look like cat head biscuits sitting up there on the front. You have to use the pump house, but you can power the wash plants directly off the swamp. Wait, you have to use the pump house, but you can power the wash plants directly off the swamp water? Seriously? Wow. I did not know that was a thing. Okay. Good to know. If you're wondering why we're driving funny, it's because both of our front wheels are shot, guys. We're trying. We're going to try to get it to town. Probably not going to be good, but we're going to get it there. It's just not working well. You have 4 mini plants running off 2 pumps? Nice. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Looks like my wife drove it. I'm glad your wife does not watch my streams, Batter. You'd be in trouble. You'd be in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, I mean, it's shot, though. Those are some busted wheels. And I'm going to tell you, it definitely changes the way this thing drives. I am fighting it constantly. Also, it goes a lot slower, if you can't tell. I'm just waiting on one of the back wheels to blow out, too. That'd be just about my luck. Well, I guess, you know, whatever. Oh, also, I should say, when we get done with the swamp claim or whatever we're in, we're gonna go do the rock slide, and then we'll go to the big claim. We'll go to the big pit mine, the strip mine, or whatever it's called. If I'm not in trouble, check my pulse. Game Devs forgot about the spare under the truck vent. They did. Not there. Gotta add that back in, fellas. We need it. We gotta have one. At least one. I mean, if we had one wheel that was working properly, it would be better. But it's not wanting to turn either. We got it. We're okay. It's going to take us a little longer than normal. You got to replace the rims now. I know, boss. It's got to happen. Yeah, rims are all blown apart too. Not gonna be good. Oh man, I think we're gonna go ahead and stop and start our gold smelting because it takes a minute for that anyway. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta drive all the way over and drop our, oh man, you know, let's go get the tires, I guess. Let's get the parts we need. We'll just stand and wait on the gold. Mainly because we gotta do our magnetite thing. Disable diff lock. That's what we're worried about right now is diff lock with all this going on. Front tires are shot. I'm driving on triangle rims at this point, and you're worried about diff lock. Okay? Yeah, the triangle. Hey man, I think your wheels got some flat spots in them. You know, I think you're right, sir. Thank you. Thanks for your astute observation. Appreciate that. Guys, if you like the channel, you like the video, It helps the channel out a bunch. I appreciate you. If you're watching later, you can leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite part about Gold Mining Simulator is. Or better yet, what it is not. What you want to see in the future for Gold Mining Sim 2. Spray bar's it back here? I think it's back here. Wavetable jets. Reinforced mobile wash plant jets. One. Pickup wheel. Reinforced pickup wheel. Check out. Good gracious, $16,000. 18 total. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you. It's been a while since I've repaired anything, I'm gonna be honest. I forgot how cool this mechanic was, having to actually take everything off of it, put it back on. Car jack. Where's the car jack at? Do I have to buy one? Wait, do I actually have to buy a car jack too? I don't remember having to have the car jack, guys. Where's it? Where's this? Here we go. I don't remember this, but I'll take your word for it, I guess, game. I guess while we're at it, let's go ahead and get this side loose too. It's always easier to loosen those when it's sitting on the ground anyway. All right, car jack, right there. Okay, toss that in the back. I know what you're thinking. Why'd you buy so many? You didn't need them all. Because we're gonna need them shortly. I know how this game works. Of this Deuce calling in me just a second. We're gonna finish replacing these tires. Yeah, I think it looks better with the gold rims too. Keep that in the truck, I guess. Yeah, I think the truck looks way better with the gold rims. I like it. I like it. I think it looks good. All right, we didn't need anything else, right? Just the wheels. About to tear them up immediately. Oh. Whoa. About to do it again. One of these days we'll be putting that thing up. And that thing. The Frankenstein, hopefully. We're going to dump our magnetite to see if we can get enough to get any kind of upgrade. So we can get a bonus on our magnetite. What does that sign over there say? Have I ever stopped and read that? I feel like I have, but I just don't remember. I don't know. Oh. I don't remember ever seeing that either. Maybe it was there the whole time. I just never looked over there. I don't know. I feel like it's just been a while since I've actually paid attention to things in the game. Alright, somebody was talking about the container earlier. I know there's one right here. Which other one are we talking about? Like, I got one right there. Like, mine's just right out in the open. I don't know how to get if there's one stuck behind it or whatever. I remember one of them being weird, though. Maybe I'm thinking about the one down that wall. I don't remember. %2% that time. We did get about 1,100 magnetite that time, so we should be able to get one upgrade. We had 700 ounces magnetite. We got 1899 now, which is pretty good. Maybe we can get one upgrade to help us out in some way, shape, or form. Complaining about tires and then sliding around corners. Smart. Smart. Yeah. Alright, let's go smelt some gold. Although I didn't plan on it. So we were done with the claim. I've only got $9,000 left. If something comes up, we need the money. Gonna have to do it anyway. Maybe we hold on to the gems. Maybe we do that. Hold on to the gems for a while. Whoa! We almost made it. Also, I mean, I feel like the front tires probably would have been fine if we just replaced them. But since we had the money, I figured replacing all 4 tires now. Rims and tires probably not the worst idea. So, I don't mind it. Go ahead and spend the money, get it over with. All right. Smelt me some gold. Upgrade. All right, so time reduced by 2. It's pretty good. Looks like we can afford 3 of them. To increase the smelting amount, I think will be better. Gold loss would be the best. Smelting cost would be good. But increasing the amount by 4, I think is probably the best bet for now. We're going with it. Smelled 80 ounces of gold at a time. Cost us $7,000 to do it. But we did it. All right. I guess the gold loss definitely was the one we wanted. The cost to smelt probably would have been a better idea, but whatever. Oh, under the truck. Go and go all the way under. It picked the wheel up. That's funny. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Missed. Missed again. Just bounces off of that old thing. How far we can take it. I mean, it looks like it just keep going. I figured there was some kind of boundary on this, but I guess not. Can't pick it up though. What if there's a net somewhere we can kick this thing into, get a achievement or something? I think they would have to be. Alright, well, anyway. Figure why we're waiting on our gold to smelt, I'd kick that thing around a minute. There's definitely stories here. Gold's ready. $80 ounces of gold, and we got to go sell our gold to get the other gold smelted. And I'm assuming this time I can probably just leave. I can probably just leave it here. I don't need to take it back with me. We'll stop back by on the way back and smelt some more 72 ounces. Yeah, we'll just stop, smelt it, and then we'll pick it up the next time we come back through. I won't need it. I just need to get the other bar smelting, I guess. And again, the gems we're just going to hold on to for now, because that's $55,000 by itself. Sell some gold. Oh, $86,000. Yeah, we have just to show you, 1,000 per 1,000. So we got $55,000 worth of gems. Not too bad, not too shabby. So if you're wondering what the gems do, that's what it does. It gives you more money. That's why we do it. We'll get this started smelting, then we'll head back to the claim. Cost us $6,900. Back up to 80 grand. With $55,000 in gems just sitting around. Hopefully the bear won't steal from us. And the next time we come to town, we'll pick that gold up. Should be perfectly alrighty to do so. And on my way back, I will bid you adieu. That will do it for today. Didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, but we did get pretty far. We got a full clean out done, which is standard, but I wanted a little extra. We just didn't make it today. That'll do it though. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Farm Sim tomorrow. We're on a new map, four farms, community server, Angela Whispering Hollows on Farm 725 over on the FarmerDeuce YouTube channel. You can find the link down below. Sunday Dinkum on the PixelDeucePlays channel. You can check that out too. Links are down below for those channels. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. If you want. If not, that's fine. I'll catch you at some point. That sounded like a threat. That's not what I meant. I mean, I'll see you around at some point. Sure. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Later, folks.